2011 for blocking this drug. There is no excuse. So I'm going to introduce Erica, and I want you to give her a big round of applause.
I never thought I would ever need to be here today. This means, in 13 years, the mistakes that were made in giving Herceptin access back in the 90s were not a lesson learned. 13 years ago, my 33-year-old sister Debbie's only hope was Herceptin. Even 13 years ago, you would have thought if there was a drug so promising, a drug that was our only hope, she would have been given it. So what's the excuse today? I'm here to tell you all that for certain, a lottery system is not the answer. And God bless expanded access, but many people are still not getting what they deserve and need, a chance at life. It is very common to hear that sometimes science is just not there yet. But what do you say to someone when it is, but you can't have it? That it's not that simple. It's a long process in due time. Well, in our case, and many others, we do not have time to wait. TDM1 is saving lives, and for some, it's their last hope. That's really all we need to know, isn't it? Can you imagine what it is like to wake up every day and think, are they going to get to me in time? Those were my sister's exact words every day. I recall my family sitting by the phone, waiting for that call each month to see if her number was called. As months went by, the cancer took over her body, and eventually, she was ineligible to even be in the lottery. I call this a form of torture induced by bureaucratic red tape. We were told to go home and enjoy the time we had left with Debbie. Is that the answer, really? It angered me then to think, here we are in this amazing country of ours that finds a way to get water and medical care to countries in devastation within 24 hours. But here we are making men and women, mothers, fathers, sisters, and friends wait in hopes that they will not be the forgotten. Battling breast cancer is a battle of its own, both physically and mentally. On top of this, patients need to battle with a drug company or FDA to get a chance at life. It should be criminal to put someone through this. For I can tell you firsthand that cancer itself is not the most horrific. It was that my sister was being denied the right for a chance to live and raise her children. My sister left behind 2 small children, one of which is here with me today. We went years without talking about the events that occurred in hopes to save their mother's life. How could we tell them that there was one thing that could have helped their mother, but she was put in a lottery and her number was never called? I know it's not fair to give one person's access over another, and I know you can't determine who may need TDM1 more because at this stage of the disease, everyone is in need. But is it fair to literally dangle treatment in someone's face, something so close in reach? I encourage you all to go home and Google the words Beth Nocera Herceptin. Beth's lucky number was called, but by the time she received Herceptin, it was too late. Because she went through so many types of chemo while waiting for her lucky number to be called, by the time she needed to add the chemo back into her Herceptin regimen, she was immune to all chemos, and she lost her battle. Beth's and my sister's story are sad and tragic. How can we let history repeat itself? The answer is simple, we can't. And today, in 2011, look at how many lives can be saved by TDM1. Countless lives for sure. And nobody has the right to tell us the value of our loved ones. I don't claim to have all the answers. I know it's not cut and dry. And there are processes to help save lives. But when people are dying, waiting for this process, something has to change. The FDA approval process must be expedited, and it needs to be now. It's sad enough to lose a loved one to cancer. You always say, well, we did what we could. But I know and you know that that is not the case. We can do better. Please, 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 I beg of you to go home and think, if this was your family, what would you do? And then do it. Thank you.